We'll need weights for today. We're doing the same lower body workout that we did 2 weeks ago. So I'm going a little bit heavier with my weights. Let me know when you're ready, Terry. I was going to say, I can't see you. I know you usually have your camera on. Just want to make sure you can hear and see me. There you are. Rearrange some stuff. That's okay. No worries. Let's get started. Drawing the knees up towards your chest, flexing the toes, warming up our lower body and some abs. Just your left foot. We're going to just draw that right leg forwards and out to the side. For 3. Woo. Last 2. And I'm going to plant that right foot, left leg, draw it over and out to the side. For 3, 2. Last one, going to plant that left knee. We're going to draw that right knee up and over to a deep side lunge. Come back to center and then switching sides. Deep bend into that knee. So again, just multiple sets of heavy weights. We are going to use some to elevate our heels. I've got 12s and 15s for today. I'm going to come down to a low wide squat, heels in, toes out, arms out to a T. Deep bend and extend to both knees for 3. That's 2. Hold a deep bend the knees, tiny circles with your arms, palms facing down. For 3, 2, and 1. Hinge forward at your waist. Give yourself a nice big hug. Squeeze your shoulder blades together as you lift your arms up to the sky. Last one. And then gently release your right knee down, come into a runner's lunge, untuck your back toes. Press forward into your left knee, chin and chest is lifted. Maybe add a gentle back bend. And then draw the hips back, straighten that left leg, flex your left toes. You can stay tall, you can hinge over your left foot for a deeper hamstring stretch. Maybe add some movement to your left toes. Gently rise up, bend into that left knee, step your left knee down. Take a big step forward with your right knee, press forward into your right knee, allowing that left hip to open. Back toes are untucked. Maybe add a gentle back bend. And then straighten your right leg, add some movement to your right toes. Staying tall or folding forward. Big breath in. Big breath out. Really press into that right knee. Step your left foot to meet the right. Come into a forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins. Crown of your head lengthening away from your hips. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rise all the way up. Head, neck, and shoulders last to arrive. As you get to the top, roll your shoulders up and back. And then forwards, big circle. Shake out anything else that you may need to. We're going to grab our set of weights and we're going to place them side by side, just long ways, so we can prop our heels up onto that weight. So your heels are elevated. We're going to come into a narrow stance, weight between your palms like an ice cream cone. Sink the hips down low. From here, we have a narrow squat. We're going to do an alternating forward lunge. So the right foot forward and back, left foot forward and back. 40 seconds on the clock, 20-second breather going in 3, 2. Here we go. Heels are elevated. Deep squat. Step it forward. Come back to that squat. Left foot forward. Forward lunge, firing up those quads. Deep bend into both knees. 40 seconds on the clock, 20-second breather. Stay with it. Deep bend in both of your knees. Nice, Terry. 7 seconds to go. Heels are elevated in that squat. Last one. All right, shake it out. Ooh. 1 down, 3 to go. All right, 20-second breather. You can add some movement. You can add some stretching, grab water, anything that you need. We're going in 3, 2, heels elevated, deep squat, forward lunge, step it back, deep squat, forward lunge, opposite side, sinking the hips down low, chest is elevated. Keep going. You're halfway. Narrow squat. Alternating forward lunge. Got it for 5. That's 3. Last 2. All right, shake it out. We're halfway there through this move. 2 down, 2 to go. Set it up when you're ready. Holding that weight between your palms, hips down low, squat right into that forward lunge. Now if your back knee taps the floor, make sure it's a very gentle tap. You can also get down to a hover. Keep going. Big step forward, big step back. 15 seconds to go. Round 3. Last 5. 2. All right. Legs already shaking. All right, we got 1 more to go. We're changing up the move. We're sticking with lower body today. All right, heels elevated. Find that narrow squat stance. We're going in 2. Here we go, deep squat. Step it forward. We're going to keep the feet grounded in the next move. We're going to use 1 weight at our chest, wide between our palms. About 20-second breather after this. Last 10. 3, 2. Oh my, all right. Bring those weights off to the side. Bring your feet wider than your hips, heels and toes out. Weight between your palms. From here, we're gonna come into a deep squat. Hold the elbows to the knees, lift the hips, lower the hips, rise up. 40 seconds has begun. Deep squat. Keep the elbows in contact with your knees and lift. Now you can use one weight or kettlebell between your palms. You can also draw one weight to each shoulder. We're lengthening our hamstrings as we lift the hips, keeping the elbows close in towards our knees. Maybe they're touching, maybe they're super close. Heels in, toes slightly out. Last 5, 3, 2. All right, shake it out. Not sure how 2 is gonna go. Let's see. All right. Something interesting to hold on to. Heels in, toes out. We're going in 5, 3, 2. Here we go. Deep squat, hinge forward. Lift the hips. Oh my. Yep. Keep it going. Definitely should always be done with just one way. I'm trying to get a little too ambitious. All right. Deep squat. Lift the hips. Lower the hips. Lift the chest. Kettlebell is perfect for this move. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Last 10. You got it for 2. Last one. All right, finish up where you're at. Grab water at any time. Shake it out. We're halfway. The fun continues. So still holding that weight long ways in front of your chest. Feet wider than your hips, heels in, toes out. Here we go. Sink the hips down, hinge forward, lift the hips, lower the hips, lift the chest. Deep bend, straighten the legs, bend the knees, and lift. Make sure you're breathing here. Big breath in, big breath out. Keep going. Wide squat, hinging forward, elbows towards your knees. Hold the elbows close in towards your knees. Lift the hips and lower. All right, finish up where you're at. We've got one more round after this. 3 out of 4. Oh my. All right, set it up. We're going in 3, 2. Here we go. Deep hinge. Lift the hips. Lower the hips. Lift the chest. Nice, Terry. Controlling these movements. With control, slow and steady. All right, 15 seconds to go. 20-second breather after this. And we've got a new move coming up. Last 3, 2. All right, finish up where you're at. How to get one more in for that fluke of using 2 weights. All right, now we are going to use 2 weights. You can always use 1 weight. We're gonna start in a reverse lunge stance. Right leg is back. That right leg is gonna stay in that reverse lunge into a curtsy. Here we go, reverse lunge, curtsy lunge. This is your move. 40 seconds has begun. Slow and steady. Heel is lifted. Reverse lunge. Curtsy lunge. 15 seconds to go. Last 10. You've got it for 5, 3, last 2. All right, shake it out. All right, we're gonna do 2 on the left and 2 on the right. Second set, going in 7 seconds. All right, set it up. Left foot your base. Last time with that right leg moving. Here we go. Reverse lunge, curtsy lunge. Slow it down with your breath if you need to. Arms gently resting by your side, with or without weights. All right, we're halfway. Reverse lunge, curtsy lunge. Keep it going for 10. That's 5. Last 3, 2. All right, shake it out. Now right foot your base. Left foot is going to be moving. Grab up the same weights if you use them. Find your stance, shoulders up and back. We're going in 3, 2. Left leg is moving, reverse lunge, curtsy lunge. Deep bend that front right knee. Back heel is lifted. Firing up the inner and outer thighs. Firing up the outer glutes. You're halfway. Round 1 of 2. Reverse lunge, curtsy lunge. Nice work. Last 7. I know it burns. Ooh. Last 3, 2. All right, catch your breath. We got 1 more round on this leg. Changing up the moves. All right, 10 more seconds. Get water at any time. Right foot your base. Left foot, reverse lunge stance. Here we go. Reverse lunge, curtsy lunge. Nice, Terry. Chest is lifted. Taking a deep step back with that left foot. Reverse lunge, curtsy lunge. All right, 10 more seconds. Last 3, 2, last 1. All right, we're gonna go heavy here. Grab the heaviest weights, and we have deadlifts. We're gonna start by keeping those legs together. And then we'll make them hip width. All right, zip your feet together. Soft bend the knees, hinge forward, reach down, rise up. So you're bringing those weights towards the outer shin. As you hinge forward, your gaze follows. Back is flat. Press your glutes back towards the wall behind you. We're more than halfway. Reach down and lift. Squeezing at the top. Last 3, 2. All right, finish up where you're at. Next up, we're gonna adjust those feet. We're gonna bring them hip width apart and parallel. Computer keeps locking up. All right, feet are hip width apart. Pivot your toes slightly out, your heels are parallel. Here we go. Reach down, same movement, pressing those glutes back, squeezing at the top. Try to sink your hips back towards that wall behind you. No matter how close or how far away it is, reach your glutes like you're trying to sit into a chair. Hinging at your hips, pressing those glutes back, soft bend the knees, and lift. Last 7. You've got it for 2. Last 1. All right, you guessed it, we're going back to the top. We're zipping those legs together, so we're gonna bring those weights slightly towards the outer edge of our shin. right. Set it up. Zipping your feet together. Soft bend the knees as you hinge. Here we go. Reach down and rise. Flat back. As you hinge, make sure that your gaze is following. Allow your shoulders to relax down away from your ears. "15 more seconds to go." Narrow deadlifts, reaching down and lifting. Last 3, 2. All right, last one. Walk those feet under your hips, heels in. Have your toes slightly outward. Shoulders down away from your ears. Weights in front, palms facing in. We're going in 5. Last 3, 2, here we go. Gripping all points of your feet onto the floor. Bringing the weights towards your shin, further down towards your ankle, or maybe you stop at your knee. Go to the depth that works for you as you continually to press your hips back. Nice work, Terry. Avoid hinging your hips forward as you rise to stand. Just coming to stand, squeezing your glutes, returning right back down. Last 2. All right. Oh my. We're going to bring those weights again to the floor. We're going to elevate those heels. This time, we're going to come into a sumo squat. So, you're going to pivot those heels, for those weights rather, making an inverted V. Pause our time for just a second. And we're going to bring those weights towards our shoulders. So, weights on your shoulders. We have a pulse, pulse, and lift. So deep bend in both of the knees. Maybe you find that sweet spot with those weights on the floor. All right. Bringing those weights to our shoulders. We're going in 3, 2. I'll wait for you, Terry. Here we go. Grab those weights. That timer has begun. Weights to your shoulders, heels elevated. We have a pulse, pulse, and lift. Pulse, pulse, and lift. You can always readjust the weights at any time. Now, if you want to get more of a leg workout, quads, hamstrings, keep your chest upright. If you want the focus to be in your glutes, hinge forward. I'm going to do 2 hinging and 2 upright. Last 5, 3, 2. All right, catch your breath. Maybe lower the heels. Lots of calf work today. Stretch out your neck. Right. Setting it up in 5. Here we go. Heels on those weights. Weights to your shoulders. Do squat, pulse, pulse, and lift. Now I'm going to stay upright this time to bring the focus into my lower body. Pulse, pulse, and rise. Nice, Terry. Way to sink those hips nice and low. Keep it going. All right, we got 10 more seconds here. Finishing up round 2, stronger than the first. Last 5, 3, 2, last one. All right, we lower your heels, maybe lower the weights. Back to your breath. Set it up. Go back to hinging for focus on the glutes. Here we go. Pulse, pulse, and rise. Keep it going. Pulse, pulse, and lift. Keep it going. That's it. Stay with it. This is round 3 of 4. Almost there, so close. Pulse, pulse, and rise. All right, 5 more seconds. Last 2 and 1. Oh my goodness. All right, we got one more round of this. I'm going to stay upright for the 4th time. Hinging, upright, weights to your shoulders, heels elevated. Here we go. Pulse, pulse, and lift. You can stay upright to fire up your legs. You want to add more glute focus. Add that slight hinge forward. There. And lift, last 5. Last 2. All right. Set those weights that were on the floor off to the side. We're not going to elevate our heels again. We're going to grab one weight. We have a right lateral lunge. Weight is in your left hand. Bar step out with the right foot, lateral lunge. Bring it back up. Lateral lunge. And rise. Now, if you want to add some core, you can add a knee drive. Towards opposite foot. You can always set that foot down in between. Reach that weight down towards the inside of your foot. Last 2 and 1. All right, finish up where you're at. Shake it out. All right, 10 more seconds. We're going to come back to the right side. Weights in your left hand, with or without that knee drive. Here we go, right lateral lunge, step it out. Step it in, option 1. Option 2, you can add in that knee raise. Nice, Terry. Keep it going. Bringing that weight to the inside of your right knee. Calf. Maybe bring it down towards your ankle. Last 10. Got it for 3. Last 2. Let's do one more. Nice work. All right, shake it out. We're going to switch sides. Weights now in your right hand. Come to the right side of your mat. Big step out to the left side, lateral lunge, right hand to left foot. Shoulders down and back. Here we go. Option 1, just coming into that lateral lunge. Option 2, adding in that knee drive. With or without that toe tap. Gentle balance on that right foot. Keep a soft bend in your right knee. That'll help with balance. Keep it going. Reach. Back to standing. Maybe add in that knee drive. Last 5. 3, 2, last 1. All right. Step side to side. One more time on the left side. Weights in the right hand. We're going in 10. Grab water at any time. All right, set it up. Big step out with your left foot. Here we go. Big step out. Maybe add that knee drive. Maybe take it out. Nice, Terry. Drive. Halfway. Last 5, 3, 2, last one. All right, we're gonna do this move 2 times. 40 seconds on, 20-second breather. And then our stretch. Bring your feet wider than your hips, shoulders down and back. You can use 2 weights. You have an alternating lateral lunge. We're gonna hold the feet nice and wide. Here we go, opposite hand to opposite foot, lateral lunge. Coming back up to center. If you're using 1 weight, it's a gentle handoff. If you're using 2 weights, you can apply them on either side of your shin. Keep it going. Reaching down, lifting up. We're going to switch it up just slightly for the second set of these lateral lunges. Last 5, 3, 2, last one. All right, we're still going to keep those feet wide. Pivot your heels slightly more in, toes out. Like an ice cream cone. We're going to sink the hips down low, and we're going to shimmy side to side, just like a little typewriter. One side to the other, maybe widen your stance a little bit more if you need to. All right, big breath in. Exhale, sink the hips down. Here we go. Side to side. Deep bend into one knee as the opposite leg is straight. Avoid letting those hips lift any higher than how you started. They can get lower, but not higher. Keep it going, side to side. Nice, Terry, 10 more seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Oh my goodness. All right, set that weight down. Grab water. Step your feet side to side. Big inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release. One more big breath in. Ground through your feet, elbows are wide. Inhale, gaze up, look up. Exhale, round your spine, elbows in towards one another. Inhale, lift. Gentle back bend, press your hips forward. Exhale, round your spine. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. More. Inhale, come back to center. Toe heel your feet under your hips. Drive your right knee up towards your chest. Find your hands on your right shin. Wiggle out your right toes, your ankle. Hold the right foot flexed. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Draw that right knee away from your body. Stay tall. Maybe sink the hips down low. Bring your elbows onto your shins, ankle. Slowly release the right foot down. Circle it out. Switch directions. Draw your right heel in towards your glute for a quad stretch. Keeping the knees under your hips. Draw that right leg back. See how this feels, maybe hinging forward, kicking that right leg up and back. Inhale, come back to center. Release that right foot down. Circle out the ankle one more time. Switch directions. Plant your right foot, micro bend that knee. Drive your left knee up. Glute stretch to the left side. Add some movement to your left ankle and toes. Hold your left foot flexed, cross your left ankle over the right thigh. Draw that left knee away from your midline. Stay tall, maybe you sink your hips down. Maybe you rest your elbows or your forearms on your ankle. up, left foot steps down. Draw your left foot behind your back, clasping your foot with your left hand, knees under your hips. Gently draw that left leg back. See how this feels? Maybe you want to hinge forward, kicking that left leg up and back. On your exhale, release your left foot. Circle it out once more. Switch directions. Give me a nice wide stance. Feet wider than your hips, heels in, toes out, arms out to a T. Reach the right hand down to the left toes. Come back to center. Left hand to right toes. Back to center. One more time, right hand to left foot. Stay here. Reach your left arm to the sky. Gaze up or gaze down. Release your left hand to the outside of your left foot. Pivot your right toes in, bend into your left knee for 3. And 2. Last one. Hold that left leg straight, pivot your right toes out, release your arms out to the horizon, come center. Inhale, rise all the way up. Bring your left hand to your right foot, right arm to the sky, deep spinal twist. Gazing upward down. Release your right hand to frame your right foot. Pivot your left toes forward, slightly inward. Bend into your right knee for 3. And 2. Last one. Straighten that right leg. Pivot your left toes out. Walk your hands back through center. Allow your opposite hands to grab the opposite elbows for a ragdoll. Your opposite shoulders if you'd like. Maybe add a gentle sway side to side. Releasing your lower back. Side of your head pulling towards the floor. Finding the stretching sensation along the back side of your legs. Gently sway back through center. Release your hands towards the floor. Arms out to the horizon. Engage your core. Squeeze your glutes. Inhale, rise all the way up. Toe heel your feet under your hips. Nice big inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale, big arms overhead. Find your hands. Clasp your hands and release your palms to the sky. Gaze up for a gentle back bend. And then ground your spine, bringing your arms forward. Down toward your navel. Inhale, come back to center, arms overhead. Bend your right elbow for a tricep stretch. If you're like me, you tuck your chin, lift your chin off of your chest, bring your gaze forward, maybe even slightly upwards. Feel a stretch in your right tricep. Inhale, both arms overhead, circle, circle, circle. Switching sides, bend into your left elbow using your right hand, lifting your chin off of your chest. Push your arms overhead. Straighten your fingertips to the sky, stagger your right foot behind the left for a curtsy stance. Left hand grabs right wrist, gently side bend to the right, bump the hips to the, side bend to the left, bump the hips to the right. Hold that side bend, now lean back, gaze up. Feel the stretch on the right side. Inhale, come back to center, right foot under your right hip. Stagger your left leg back for a curtsy stance. Right hand grabs left wrist, gentle side bend to the right, hips to the left. Stay here, maybe lean back, gaze up, look up. Inhale, come back to center. Circle out your wrists, bump your hips side to side. Arms to the horizon. Release your right arm across your body for a bicep stretch. We did lower body today. We did use the weights in our hands, so a lot of picking up, setting down. Inhale, arm out to a T, circle, circle, circle. Switch sides, left arm across your body. T. Feet wider than your hips, heels and toes out. Nice big inhale. And exhale. One more for good luck. Awesome work.